All right, good morning, my whole squad. How are you doing? Okay, we're starting something new. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you're kind of excited for it. Just put that in the comments. But anyway, hey, whole squad. So with leaning into who I am as a fragrance purchaser, collector, if you want to say, I guess I should say it's a collection when it's this damn many. I am going to lean into who I am. So with that being said, I'm starting this series called The Underrateds. And because honestly, I have a lot of fragrances that really aren't hyped up. So I want to start showcasing those, telling you about them, because maybe you might be interested in them, because it's easy to find out about the things that everybody's talking about, but some of us would like to know about other things, other fragrances that might be, that are just as good, but just don't get that hype. So with that, this is the underrateds. And we're going to start out with what everybody's talking about right now, because we're coming into fall, is vanilla. Because vanilla she's doing her thing right now. Everybody's like, oh my God, vanilla. Vanilla, vanilla, vanilla. So I just wanted to start out, stamp this as a, with some popularity, because the reality is that, I could try to start being more, doing things that make me more popular based on what's going on and trending. But I decided to, instead of doing that, share what I enjoy, let you all see some things that might be a little different. So we're going to do these. Oh, and I forgot to say, with this, every time there will be a giveaway, because I started thinking about it. I said, well, these are underrated. So, they might not get their hands on them. So there will be, at every underrateds video, there will be a giveaway of the 5 that are featured. 5 ml decants of the 5 that are featured. So for this one, if you would like to, I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off right now. So if you would like to be in this giveaway, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and you leave a comment and you leave a birthday cake, a piece of cake in your emoji in your comments, so I know you want to be in the giveaway. So yes, so let's get started. Let's talk about my underrated vanillas for the season. Okay, so we're going to start right here. This is La Maison de la Vanille. This is Vanille Divine de Tropiques. Now, I have actually done a video about all of these. I think I'll try to put it in the cards if I remember. But anyway, this is a line. La Maison de Vanille is exactly what it says. They are all about the vanillas. They have different styles, different types of vanillas. This is Divine de Tropiques, which is a white floral vanilla. It is just, the vanillas in these are so intense. So you have to be a real vanilla lover. But this is like a vanilla, floral vanilla, and it's got the white floral. So it's got some jasmine and it's got gardenia in it. The vanilla is still extremely prominent, and the florals are there, and it's a really gorgeous, pretty scent. Now there are different La Maison de la Vanille that you could try, just depending on what you're looking for. They are all underrated. Now I will tell you this. These are EDTs. Some of them don't last as long as others. Personally, they last pretty good on me. I've worn them and people have smelled them on me like 5 or 6 hours later, but I am an oversprayer. So you can so this is the one I'm telling you about, but there's others that I like Fleur de Tahiti. That's a really nice one that smells like cookies. That's what my students used to say. They were like, you smell like cookies. So this is a line that is very good for vanillas, and it's very, very underrated. Best pricing is usually FragranceNet and Fragrance Buy. That's where you're going to get the best pricing. I'm sorry, I'm a little choked up. All right, next up is this. This is Vanilla Silk by Gallagher. fragrances. Now, this is not like part of their permanent line. They bring this out like maybe once a year or so. Every once in a while they bring it out. And this is a drier vanilla. It has got 3 things in it: vanilla, white amber musk, and woodsy notes. And that's it. So it's a dry kind of powdery vanilla. You have to like that style. The vanilla isn't super sweet. It's like this is a really good vanilla for somebody who wants to wear vanilla, but they don't want to be overly sweet. They don't want that Vanille de Tropiques, La Maison de la Vanille types. They don't want like the Kayalis. They don't want anything that's too sugary sweet. They want a little bit of vanilla. They want that vanilla, but they want it a little muskier, a little woodsier. You know, this is a perfectly unisex vanilla. So this is Vanilla Silk by Gallagher Fragrances. Next up is this one. This is Vahina by Sylvaine Delacourte. Now, let me say this. Any of her vanillas are underrated. I just picked this one. I have 3 of them. This one is my favorite of the ones I have. This is a apricot-y vanilla. Now, to understand this, Sylvaine Delacourte was the head perfumer for Guerlain for years. So it has that subtle, very elegant vanilla style that you would expect from a Guerlain. It does have that vibe. So if you like that kind of vanilla, this is perfect. But this is like got a little apricot. This has osmanthus in it. So it has a more, apricot-y stone fruit vibe to it. I absolutely adore this vanilla. It is so beautiful. It is just a really subtle, very classy, very elegant vanilla. So this is Vahina by Sylvaine Delacourte. Now we're going to get into these 2. Since I talked about osmanthus, we're going to go with Vanilla Ecstasy by Montale. Now, let me give you what this is. Everybody likes sweet vanilla, and I like it, and I've been meaning to get it. It's vanilla and apricot. That's all it is. It's a really sweet, fruity vanilla. I actually do really like it a lot. Vanilla Ecstasy is the more sophisticated sister to sweet vanilla, because this has apricot, it has apricot blossom, but it also then has more. It has florals in it, and what really makes it stand out is that the dry down, it has sandalwood and mahogany. So it has this really rich woodiness. I love mahogany. The mahogany and vanilla, they just do something. So there's this rich woody vanilla toward the end. But it is a more sophisticated apricot vanilla. Whereas sweet vanilla is very in your face. The apricot in this is a little subtler. It's not quite as prominent, but it's there. You still get that apricot-y vibe from it. It's just not as heavy. And it's not as heavy, and it's more subtle, and then you get some florals, and then you get, as it dries down, I'm telling you, the sandalwood and mahogany really make the difference. So this is Vanilla Ecstasy by Montale. And finally, we have Royal Vanilla by Mancera. Everybody talks about Rose's Vanille. Get us back in. Everybody talks about Rose's Vanille, but you really don't hear a lot about Royal Vanilla. Now, let me tell you, I really do like this. Here's the funny thing. This has a caramel note. This is a richer vanilla than Rose's Vanille. This has a richness to it. It has like a really cool weather, just vibe to it. So it's got caramel in it in the dry down, so it becomes a really deep kind of brownish, deep winter vanilla, because of the vanilla, the caramel. And even though y'all know I'm not a huge caramel lover, I really do like Royal Vanilla, because for some reason it's just like this, it's just a very classy vanilla. It is a royal vanilla. It gives off classiness, when you wear it. So this is Mancera's Royal Vanilla. All right, so those are our first underrateds, the top five vanillas. Now let me be honest with you. I'm not gonna say they're the top five vanillas, but they're the five that I started with. Because let me just be real with y'all. For the algorithm, you have to say top five so that the algorithm will push you out. Just being honest with you all. So they'll always say the top five, but I might have more, and I might do a part two later on at some point. So anyway, these are my underrated vanillas. If you have some that, let's just talk about. If you know some underrated vanillas that no one really talks about, that ain't just being hyped up on the tube or the gram or the talk, put them in the comments. We'd love to hear about them. And don't forget your cake emoji so you are in the giveaway. All right, the giveaway will last for 3 days after I post this. And then I will pull the person and I will be sending them their fragrances. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.